All right, we are back for Safe on Talk, episode 11. I am here with Chris, as always,
Yeah.
and we got some good topics today. We're gonna be talking a little bit of Evo expectations.
A little bit of
Chris
Evo.
sent me a tweet of things to look forward to at Evo. We're gonna be talking a little Get on My Level. It's gonna be at Buffalo. Jordan lands a cover. Uh, Final Fantasy 14 is about to tell everyone this is why we can't have nice things. Be like, y'all just negligent. And yeah, and we're just gonna roll with it. I'm sure we'll think of some other stuff to talk about as we go along. But yeah, you said you were. I was gonna ask you if you've been playing anything this week, but you said you copped DNF Duel.
I cop DNF Duel and I want to get my hands on it because obviously anything tournament related,
Yeah.
and the whole community is excited about it. Like I want to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. So
Yep.
yeah, man. Yo, it is that game
It's
is
wild.
wild, son.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's wild.
I played it and I was like, yo, this is like the stuff you could do full screen, first of all, is absolutely ridiculous. I got caught in the infinite. Not gonna front on that. Oh gosh.
Who was it?
Crusader.
Oh, of course, it fucking was.
Yeah. So
That
he hit me with
that
the hammer.
that's one of the he's one of the reasons why I like haven't really been playing it because I really wanted to play Striker,
Yeah.
and then I played a couple matches, and the last one I
No,
played was
no,
against
no, sir.
Crusader,
No,
and it
sir.
was just I was like I literally legit can't do anything. So I
You know
was
what's
like I'll
crazy?
come back to this, but
They was like some people not, typically they overreact early, so you got to be careful with that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
people was like, "Yo, like I think it might be some matchups that are like 9-1, 10-0." And for people who don't know, like when you say like a matchup's 5-5, that means like if you and I play 5 times, 10 times, one character will win five, the other character will win five on average. So if
yeah,
they say a matchup is like 9-1, 10-0, that means one character will win almost every time the matchup happens and two equal play value players play against each other. So if you and I were on the same level and you play Crusader and I play Striker, like Crusader would trounce Striker every time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I've heard that, and like I thought it was over exaggeration, but then when I saw the Infinite, and then when I got caught in the Infinite, I was like, oh, okay, this is. It wasn't fun to watch. It wasn't
yeah,
fun to watch, and it wasn't fun to put my controller down
yeah,
for 17 seconds and just watch it happen.
yeah, yeah. A good game, a
Oh, it
good
looks
balanced
beautiful
fighting
though.
game will have just a couple 6-4s for each
Yeah,
character. That's
yeah,
it. But
yeah.
as soon as you get to like 7-3, that
What?
shit's broken. And then once you hit, and this is just next level.
This is
It's like sub
broken,
characters.
broken.
But the thing is, did you Jeremiah? Did you see that video he put up of that striker
Yeah,
pressure?
yeah.
So I saw that and I tagged Najee. I was like, fuck, maybe I should have kept playing it a little bit more. So I was like, I kind of want to do that to people.
Once you
Like
aim
that
with
looks
striker,
super
bro, it
strong.
is a problem
Yeah,
because you feel like you can't do nothing.
yeah. But you've probably played it more than me. But you like it? I mean,
I
other
like it,
than
man.
that
I like it.
bullshit. But
It's a new game. I'm pretty sure they're gonna balance some stuff out. Obviously, they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of the infinites. Marvel kept theirs, but we in a whole different era of FGC games and stuff like that. So I think the infinites. I think that's gonna be gone. But
yeah,
man, the damage is wild in that game. I was up, and then I watched my meter melt, like almost like stride fast. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And so I played against some berserker. I like um uh Ghost Blade. I like Dragon, the Dragon
I
Master.
liked, yeah, the Dragon Knight or whatever.
Dragon Knight,
Um,
yeah, I like her.
and Ghostblade was mad cool. I did some of his combo challenges. I was like,
hmm
this doesn't seem like the kind of character I'd usually like, but he's friggin' dope.
It was just looks fire to me, man. And I like the fact they come with a whole bunch of skins early too. Like I
Yeah,
didn't get 3 outfits and then I gotta pay $34 in DLC to get some decent colors. So that's always a plus.
yeah. This game has the advantage of you knew this was coming. Like if Street Fighter 6 came out like this,
Yeah,
where there was 9-1 matchups, they'd fucking
yeah.
riot in the streets.
What?
But this game, it's like
What?
that's what it is. Like it's what you expect.
We
Like
told you what it was
yeah,
gonna be.
it's
Like
like
that's the thing. Is like,
you
yo, it's
saw
gonna be
this shit in the
crazy.
beta,
Right,
so
right, right. And
yeah,
people was like, oh, I hope they fix that. But I was like, listen, sometimes the beta, when you play a beta, the game is pretty much, that's what it's gonna be. Jarring some small You know, we'll borrow some small things here and there, but like, I don't think with a beta you're gonna see massive changes unless there's something in beta that's breaking the game or stupid. But I expected it. Like they said, full screen combos. When I saw like launcher and who's the other one with it? It's like three people with a gun, and I was like, oh shucks.
Yeah.
So when I saw the launcher stuff, I said, yo, I I watched the video like three times. Like, damn, where do I press a button?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll die against this character. Now I'm scared to play Jean in this game because Jean is like the ultimate troll when it comes to zoners. So
Uh-huh.
I he couldn't wait. And then when I saw how happy Jean was, I said, oh yeah, this is gonna be broken. It's busted
Yeah.
because Jean is not non-apologetic about like wanting broken zoning characters. That's why he won. I think he either won or came in second with the first Injustice tournament we had because Deadshot. Remember, I don't know if people remember that Deadshot was like stupid. The
Yeah.
range and how fast his shots came out, like nobody could touch him for half the tournament. So
Yeah. Launcher, Ranger, and there's another one, right? That
yeah,
has
launcher
range.
ranger, and it was like the gun, the whoever the gun guy was with this good. Who's the gun with the blade? God, their names are so basic, and I still can't remember it.
Isn't that
I'm
Ranger? Doesn't he have he has the blade? Is
there's
that someone
three.
else?
I'm tripping. Let me just look instead of asking dumb questions.
Well, either way, yeah, zoners in this very quickly. Like I've been watching. I haven't been playing it much, barely at all. But I've been watching a bunch of streams because everyone is fucking streaming it. So at least it's popular
Yo,
for now. That's
it's
for
a
sure.
lot. I well, it's tough because I hate to see games lose their Steam, but I right now it's broken. I do hear people complaining, but it's not like I'm dropping this game complaining. It's just like that's stupid, but I love the way it looks. I'm gonna keep playing it. You know.
Yeah.
So okay, there's it. Yeah, you're right. So it's launcher, ranger, and hitman. Hitman was the other one I
Oh,
was trying
Hitman.
to think
Yep.
of.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Hitman's pretty dope.
yeah.
He looks
I
fun to
like the way
play.
Hitman looks.
Everything he
Hitman looks
looks
like
like
somebody I would
slick
try.
as fuck. Like
Yeah, man.
you just look so cool doing it.
Konoichi looks good. Konoichi looks good too. I don't know how to. I probably butchered it, but
Yeah. No, I think that's it. Kunoichi. Yeah.
so like, and I think there's four zoners, right? There's launcher, there's troubleshooter, there's hitman, and there's ranger.
I mean, Crusader might as well be a fucking
Yeah,
zoner.
man, that bro. I'm like, what is this?
People knew he was like stupid strong from the betas, and they're like, if they don't change him, he's top tier, like
Well, he's
easily.
top tier right now.
And yeah, he looks the fucking same, from what I
I like
remember.
Dragon Knight though. I played Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight was fun.
Yeah.
I got my hands on Dragon Knight, and I want to try Lost Warrior, but I didn't give him a shot yet. And then I don't know. I'm just gonna try to play around a little bit with everybody and see how it feels. But the music is amazing. The graphics looks beautiful. Like it's a really good. Once things get balanced out, people kind of figure out what's going on. I think it's gonna be a really good game to watch on stream. It's so
Yeah.
much happening. It's there's exciting opportunities. It's just that right now everybody's trying to like figure out what's the meta here, and then work from there.
Yeah. Speaking of the music, that fucking the title screen theme is fire.
Mm,
I let that shit ride for like 8 minutes the first day. I was like,
we're
I
definitely
love this
friends.
fucking.
We're definitely friends. I did the
I,
same thing.
yeah. Has like a half Mega Man feel,
Yeah.
half little more rock feel. I don't even know how to explain it, but people watching this, if you haven't played it at least, and you're not gonna play it, YouTube the main theme. That shit is
Yeah,
fire.
for real. And let it rock.
It's super good.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So let's go on to. You want to talk about a little Evo?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's kick it. So
Okay.
with the Evo situation, I know they were talking some of the lineup and what we can expect and stuff like that. And I've noticed this year, like I was like, because they got Rick doing it. Rick does a lot of good stuff with Combo Breaker, right? So
Uh huh.
and so I was when I saw them bring Rick on, I said, okay, they must be serious because you remember Evo went through that whole situation years ago with the owner and
Yeah.
stuff going on at Evo people knew about and they just weren't saying anything. So now they're like, all right, if we're going to keep this as the Super Bowl of fighting games, we have to make sure that we are giving people something that like at the massive scale that they can't get. And even to Rick's point, like even at his tournament right now. So, yeah, man, like it's As far as 2022's biggest brackets, I don't know for sure yet. I know that's gonna be tough to beat because Smash always has like massive brackets. Their
Yeah,
majors, man, you talking like thousand plus man brackets,
yeah,
and that's after DQs, So
yeah,
um, and then the new stage, I want to see what that looks like. Event size arcade, so it's gonna be like, excuse me, a lot of fun stuff to do there besides just be a part of it. And it's Vegas, so Vegas is like you gotta it's gonna be a lot of stuff to do outside of, and then like I'm hyped to see like developer and publisher panels, just because I want to like hear from like how did I'm one of those guys who wants to hear like how did you come up with this idea? Where did you get it from? What were you thinking when you created this? What were you looking for? What was the goal here? So I always like to sit in on panels and just kind of get an insight of like where did it come from? What was the inspiration? How long did it take? What were the setbacks? Because sometimes when you're in this realm, you kind of want to see like, okay, does this kind of line up with what I'm doing? So
yeah. No, and they have the
uh, it's gonna be
those
wild.
are always fun. I mean, they have the fighting game developer roundtables, and I always catch those.
Hmm.
And shout out to Giuna for always translating well, because they're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
in Japanese. So
yeah.
those
That's
are always
true.
cool. So yeah, that should be dope. There could be some big reveals. I mean,
I
Strive's
expect it.
gonna do a character reveal. They have to, or else they're gonna be stupid off schedule.
Stupid.
Like putting up 4 characters. I think as of like CEO, I thought they were gonna like reveal a new character as CEO, but they didn't. So
Yep.
it's like, okay, it has to be Evo, or they're well behind.
I,
Um,
I I
Street
think that helps
Fighter might
Evo
get a
too.
beta date. They'll
You
probably
think
reveal
so?
a character, but yeah, so many people got to play it like a couple weeks ago.
Right.
They invited everyone, Maximilian. I mean,
Yeah.
they invited people you wouldn't even think of. Just like they were like, "Oh, have you ever gotten 100 views on a stream? All right, you want to come play it?" Like there was a mad amount of people that played it. So
Damn, I should have got
the
invited.
beta's got to be close. I think it's gonna come out next spring. I really do.
The game or the
So
beta?
the game,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the game's coming out next spring. So
I think I said what? Fall? Not fall. I think I said late winter, early spring. Did I say that? I don't remember.
you think it'll come out
Now I
this year?
gotta go look at it.
Well, I guess late
No,
winter
no,
would
no,
be
no,
next year. Oh yeah,
no, no. Yeah,
obviously. They said it was 2023. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
All right,
yep. I
so
think early spring, mid spring. I really do think so. So
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the game is. I don't think it's done yet, but I think like they're letting people get their hands on it in mass like that. One to build like the excitement. Obviously, Street Fighter Five, you got to do. I'm say I was five. Street Fighter Six, you got to do it well. You got it's Capcom's baby as far as like the fighting games, and like
yeah,
they don't even make any qualms about it. Like this is what we love, and we're gonna push this down your throat over and over and over again. So
yeah,
I think the way they're doing it is actually smart, but it also again it lets people test a lot of stuff out. Like, oh, that's broken right there. Oh, wait, look, I could combo into this. So letting a lot of high skilled players or people who have a lot of people who watch their streams that catch stuff is going to be massively beneficial to the developers and of Street Fighter Six. So
yeah,
I think man when it drops. Right now, I think the rosters at like 16, 18, something like that. But I think when the game drops, it's gonna be crazy.
yeah. And then they're gonna they say massive casuals. I hope they expand that because people are, you have it somewhere out there and you fly or do that.
Hmm.
The last thing you want to fucking do is go 0 and 2 and then not have a chance to just play the damn
Just be
game
sitting there watching.
against
Yeah,
someone. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, so that's good.
yeah.
The arcade stick museum that might be dope. I mean, it could
I saw
also
it.
be
It
fucking
intrigued me.
dumb. It literally could go either way. It could be mad. It could be mad stupid, but it also could be pretty cool. So
I think it's cool, man. I think because if it we laughed about it, but like if it chronicles how arcade sticks have started and evolved over the years, and people can
yeah,
kind of harken back to like, oh yeah, I had that stick, or oh man, that stick was trash. I'm glad we got out of that model. I think it'd be something just a quick little blurb to go back through history and kind of see what's going on. I think with the arcade stick museum, if they were smart, they would connect specific moments in the FGC to those sticks as well. Like this was the stick that Dagger was using when he parried Justin Wong 16 times. Just stuff like that.
yeah. Nudge says I hope it's just an exhibit, not a permanent thing. I don't. I don't think they're gonna let that shit stay. And where's it
No,
at? The not
Vegas.
MGM. Yeah, it's in Vegas, but where do they hold it at?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta
I
look
don't think
again.
they'd let they'd let it stay.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up here.
Dude, that'd be dope.
Rochester,
I mean,
bro.
we
Like we,
yeah, we
that's what we
got
have here.
yeah, we got it here, so that'd be super cool. They'd have to
I,
make room for it.
now that I think about it, you're right. Yeah, and like they're building like this, bro. They added like 90,000 square feet to the museum. So
Oh,
uh,
did they?
yeah, it's well
Oh,
they're
damn.
not done, but they're building a lot of stuff and like they're like making a like a village. It's going to be called like Strong Village, I think, and it's going to be like different stores, other businesses right there. And they have a hotel that they built right next to it. So for families that come out of town, they can literally like stay in a hotel next door. Like they doing it
Yeah,
big, man.
that's
They doing it
awesome.
big.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because the strongest like 500,000 people to visit each year, and the goal is to get closer to 1 million people to visit Strong each year. So like when you can do everything in one day, it's like, that was nice, but let's get out
Yeah.
of here. But
Yeah.
now you break it up into that, and like you need to be there multiple days to experience it all. You're gonna also have to have a place for people to stay. So, but yeah, man, like I wouldn't be surprised if they added like something like that, like just because they're gonna have so much space to do stuff like that. So, oh, shit, I'm gonna hit up Andrew and hit up JP and see what they think about it.
Yeah. Did they announce the inductees for this year? I don't
Yeah, they
remember
did,
when
did
that
it already.
was. I saw the
It was in May.
oh, was it? Oh shit, I didn't think
Yeah,
it was that. I
I
thought
think
this was more recent, but
it used to be. It used to be like I think March or April, and then the COVID hit and it changed the schedule a little bit. So
yeah, I went to the first year they did it. The year that they introduced Final Fantasy VII. Um,
mm.
and that was pretty cool. I mean,
Were you there?
I was there, yeah. I think I
I was
said I
there.
was there with John. I met John over there. We were hanging out.
Denman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I took a selfie with John.
Naj kills me. We got a running joke about my Final Fantasy VII tattoo.
You have a Final Fantasy 7 tattoo?
Yeah, yeah, on my
Where
tricep.
where is it? Oh,
It's
okay.
the meteor. I showed it to you that one day as a joke,
You did show that to me.
but yeah, he picks on me all the time because there are multiple reasons. I'm like, yo, have you seen my tattoo? Because we'd be talking about Final Fantasy VII, and and I didn't do it on purpose, but I'd be like, oh, yo, did you see my tattoo? Like,
Listen, if you like it, you like it. What can you say, man?
yeah,
I'm trying to find it. Where is that? Anyways,
yeah.
yeah, man. I
Do you
would.
know if you don't know any off the top of your head, it's fine. I was curious. I saw who was up for nomination, and there were some killers in there, but I didn't see who they actually announced
I,
that
I was
year.
I was a little disappointed this year. Like the games I thought would get in when I saw the nominees, I was like, oh, they didn't get in this year.
There's got to be something on news.
Where is he? Well, we Hall of Fame.
Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
That one's a
Sims.
no-brainer. Miss Pac-Man. Yep. Dance Dance Civilization. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are diehard about that game, but oh no, not this nonsense.
Yep.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me, can you?
Can you hear me?
God damn it! It
Oh,
did
what
this
happened?
shit again.
Did Discord do a Discord thing?
Let me type to him.
That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect. Call me back.
All right. Close
Restart.
Discord. Oh, I don't know why it does this. Can you hear me? Oh, I gotta call him again. Can
Yep.
you hear me? You can't hear me still?
Oh, come on.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys, I think it's something with the college's internet where it'll just DC for a second and it just fucks everything up. Um
can't hear you. Oh, that's whack. Might have to fight through the echo, D.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that's an option. Audio. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Do you got echo?
Perfect. No, no echo.
Oh, okay. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, why
Son,
doesn't this just do this the first fucking time?
I don't, I don't know, man. I wish I knew the answers.
You know what? Can you hear the music?
Sure can.
Okay, you know what I think it is? Is I think
What is it?
I think I have to set not the headset mic, but set it to the voice mod mic like I do on Discord. And I think for some
Oh,
reason
okay.
that just gets rid of the echo. I mean, can you imagine if that's fucking it? How much easier this shit would be?
That would be beautiful.
So fingers crossed. But yeah, I think we to keep going. I think we already talked everything about Evo. Could you think of anything else that we missed
Oh,
before the
so the Hall of Fame.
nonsense?
Hall of Fame.
Or the Hall of
You
Fame?
want?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So you want?
the Civilization was the only one on the list I really saw. I was like, I don't know. I didn't
Right.
see which
So
the inductees were.
I know the finalists were Assassin's Creed, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Microsoft Minesweeper, Parappa the Rapper, Rogue, Words with Friends, and then the holdover finalists from 2020, NBA Jam, holdover finalist from 2019, Candy Crush, a holdover finalist from 2018, Dance Dance Revolution, Miss Pac-Man, from 2017, Resident Evil, and then yeah, Civilization was from 2016.
Oh wow! Now that I hear them out loud, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed too. There's like
Yeah, yeah,
some serious sweats in that list that didn't make it.
yeah. I
I
I
wouldn't. The
thought
only
for
one I could think
sure
of that I would have
Candy Crush.
fucking loved to see make it, but I know it
Well,
is Parappa the Rapper. If that would have
uh,
made it, that would have been dope.
it's
But
not.
people would have been like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like it
I think
wasn't that
Parappa's gonna get in
influential. It
like
was just a
20,
dope ass
10
game.
years from now.
Remember when magazines used to give you the demo discs?
Oh man, I played the fire out of it too.
So one of them had Parappa the Rapper, and
Yep,
it was I never owned the game. I just played the first two songs like 7 million times.
that's it.
Like
That's it.
I never
And I
actually.
was okay there.
Well, maybe
I
I
was
did
okay
play the
there.
game, but I don't remember.
I
But I do
didn't.
remember playing the demo disc that had that
I,
on it.
actually, no, that's a lie. My cousin had the game, and I played it at his house, and I was like so surprised to get past level two. I had conditioned myself like, okay, like I get level two, and I put the controller down, like, oh shoot, there's more to this game. I only played it on demo for like a year and a half, so
Yeah. Wait, there's more than two songs? Shit, there's like a full album in this
right, it's
bitch.
a whole game. Wow, didn't know that. But yes, that's the list, man. Like but I'm surprised Miss Pac-Man didn't get in yet. I'm surprised Candy Crush isn't in, NBA Jam, and it's tough because it's like just like doing the Hall of Fame for the NFL and the
You're
NBA.
surprised Candy Crush didn't make it? I
Yeah,
feel like I would have been pissed if Candy Crush made it.
Candy Crush is like it, but it took over for a minute, man. Everybody was playing. And matter of fact,
Yeah.
that's what made that's what made it like a little bit more acceptable, and how adults and grown-ups and parents started understanding how a kid can get addicted to playing a game, and
Oh,
how a
you know
kid
what? That's a great
can
fucking
literally.
point.
I remember that like they just like, oh, okay, like this Candy Crush thing, like I like people were spending money on it and they were just like playing it. And I remember seeing it like in Dave and Buster's and stuff like that. You started seeing like these giant screens of Candy Crush, and you would see more adults at those games than kids. So like it was a short reign, but like it was heavy, man, and it made mobile gaming like skyrocket. And that's when a lot of developers like, oh wait a minute, there's a market in mobile
Yeah.
gaming. We gotta get over here to this. And then I remember it made a lot of parents start paying attention, like, okay, we understand how you can. It gave parents a chance to have more empathy for their kids who were gamers and understand the mindset behind like wanting to play a game so bad. Like you're willing to shirk your responsibilities just to get to the next level of whatever.
Yeah. No, that's actually an amazing point.
Yeah,
Now that you lay it out like that and I think about it, yeah, I could see it being in there just for the fact of being able to be like, see? That like it can
yeah,
happen to you? Like,
yeah. What is
isn't this
fiending
fucking
over that?
fun?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. That's what's happening. I told you it was fun.
Yep.
And that's why I was like, with this Hall of Fame, like I would love to be on the committee. First of all, I just love that kind of stuff. Like, I could sit around with you and talk video games all day, but like,
Oh, without a
um,
doubt.
to those are the kind of conversations I imagine happen when you have to decide what five, just out of all the games we made and played and all the classics and things we fell in love with over the years, you have to decide on 5 games every year. So I can imagine just like the conversation that goes into it. And I think they do a little bit of fan voting now too. Like I suggested it, not to say it was my that they listened to me. Hopefully they did, but I suggested it like literally back in like 2018. I was like, yo, I don't know why y'all don't have fans voting on this thing, but like if you really want people to care about the World Video Game Hall of Fame, you absolutely should have fans putting their input into this thing, man. And it should count for like even if it's just like a fourth of the vote, you know what I'm saying, of people getting in or a third of the vote people getting in. Like it definitely should count for something because you'll get a lot more participation and you'll see a lot more passion for people who love these games and like you'll just have to be careful because you'll open the floodgates for people to like flood you with why is this game not in? Why that game not in? But the good and the bad comes together sometimes.
Yeah, it would have to be just a percentage because
Yeah.
until it gets bigger, one company, like say Capcom, sent out one fucking tweet and they're like, "Hey, Resident Evil's up. Go fan vote." Like it'd
Yep.
be over. Like
Yep.
they'd fucking
Yep.
just be like, "Go vote for us." They could send one tweet and they'd be like guaranteed if the vote was a huge fucking percentage. So
Absolutely.
that puts it
Exactly.
in that thing
That's why I
where,
said it should be small. It should be
yeah,
small.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said did you say you were mad that Miss Pac-Man didn't get in? Because I think it did get in, right?
I thought it didn't.
No, I think it said maybe what I was looking at. Maybe I was looking at the wrong thing, but
Oh, because I
um
said it says the holdover finalist from 2018 was Miss Pac-Man.
it's Ocarina of Time, Miss Pac-Man, Dance Dance Revolution, and Civilization. Those are the
That's
four.
who won?
Yeah, Miss Pac-Man's in there. And I
Mm.
believe Miss Pac-Man was the first Pac-Man game, right, that had like different levels.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then that deserves it. That shit was mad fucking addictive.
Oh man, I played the
And
fire out of that one.
talking about how Candy Crush showed like adults like how addictive gaming can be.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
right.
I would go over to my babysitter, and she would just be playing it on Sega for like, but she'd be playing Miss Pac-Man on Sega for like 4 or 5 straight hours the entire time. Like
Do you
that
know how
was,
good the Sega version was?
I remember it was pretty damn good, but I don't
It
remember
was
much
it was
about it.
it was co-op. You could play with your friends.
Oh, really?
You remember that?
Wow, my babysitter wouldn't even play with me.
Oh, she wouldn't play with you, bro.
Fuck
Your
that
babysitter not supposed
nonsense.
to play with you. No, but
No, but
listen,
she let us
you
play.
there was a cooperative and a competitive mode. So like I remember if you played with somebody, you both ate the ghost together and your scores at the top were combined. If you did competitive, like if I ate a power pellet, you would not be able to eat ghost or like your mouth was shut and you would be able to move around, but you wouldn't be able to eat no ghost or no pellets. So it would last for
Yo,
the entire
ruining
time the power
friendships
pellet.
like Uno.
Yo, we gotta play that one day, man. I have it here, son.
That'd be mad fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
cool.
was a great game though. It's like I remember that specifically because that was the one I could play with my sister and my brother.
Yeah, I remember it would just keep going. Like you didn't beat it. Like
No,
it would just keep recycling and changing levels a little bit.
and you could put it on strange mode too. Did you ever play it on strange mode?
No.
Like you know how you eat a banana, you eat the cherry, you eat the apple, and all that. Once you got to a certain hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought it clipped out. So once you get to a certain level, like you start eating like boots, and you start eating like
I
milk
thought you were gonna say
cartons.
boobs. I was
No,
gonna.
no, 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 no. And maybe they were. I said, look, no, you eat like a hand, a boot, a milk carton, and the
I
points for
do
those
remember
like
that. I do remember
ridiculous.
that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I like strange mode because it was just like it gave more variety for the levels too, which was I think was massively dope, and it gave so much replay value to the game.
Yeah. So so yeah, that definitely Miss Pac-Man definitely deserves it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Dance Dance Revolution more
DDR.
so because it is fun, and especially now that I play Beat Saber a lot. Like I
Mm,
respect and I played
mm,
Guitar Hero obviously a lot. But
yeah.
I was so jealous because in high school I had like I cared so much about what people thought, and I like didn't want the nerdy side to go out, that I
Yep.
just didn't play Dance Dance Revolution because I didn't want anyone to see me play it. And
Hmm.
I was always jealous of the people that just didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? They were like, I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna get sweaty, I'm gonna play shit on expert, and I don't care from the
I'm
school
having
who plays
fun.
it. And
I'm having
I
fun.
just I didn't have that mindset back then. Now I don't give a fuck, but back then,
Yeah.
and looking back, it's like, man, if I could have just gotten over my
Wasted
fucking
so much
emo.
time.
my
Wasting
ego.
so much time.
Yeah.
I was like that at arcades. Like I would be nervous like for people to see me not play well. So until I got good at Mortal Kombat 3 specifically, like I just would not play with other people in the arcade. I would wait till like it was almost empty and then I would like pop some quarters in. But so I remember that and I remember being terrified to go to DDR specifically for that reason. Like I'm not about to let people watch me, you know what I'm saying, be stepping
Yeah.
on arrows and missing and doing all the sweating and I'm fat, so my chest bouncing. I ain't nah, man.
Yeah.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
No, yeah, now
And
it's
I'm like,
different.
whatever.
Like
Yeah, it's different. Who cares?
if I would have had the Oculus like 5 or 6 years ago when I was having like after parties like 3 or 4 nights a week and shit, that'd probably be the first thing I'd do. I'd be like, yo, check this shit out on Beat Saber. Like,
Right.
yo,
Oh, Beat
I
Saber's
could do this song
so
on
dope.
Expert Plus. People
It's
would
so
probably be
dope.
mad annoyed. I'd be like, no, 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 we're playing Beat Saber. And I
Watch
was just
me.
coming up in September for a wedding, and I was like, and I've been telling him, and I'm pretty
Oh, we
sure he's
gotta
still
kick it.
listening to the show. I'm like, you gotta come over because we're playing some Beat Saber and some VR shit. Like you're gonna have a blast with this stuff. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. So yeah, Dance Dance Revolution deserves it. They're the only one I can. The only one to wrap it up is fucking it's Civilization. I like the game. I played it a couple times, but over Resident Evil though, like oh wait,
It's
but they're
tough. It's
wait, could
tough.
they have picked Resident Evil instead of Civilization? How's it work? Is it decades? Like, do they pick one
Um,
from certain
no, they
years?
just the five most,
Oh
four or
yeah,
five
picking
most
that over
like
something like
games.
Resident
Yeah,
Evil is kind of rough. So,
that's tough. I mean, what you gonna do? You know, like I um I didn't get into Civilization. Like I literally have Civilization on my my Steam.
mhm.
I bought like Steam bought humble bundles, just like I'm like I
Yeah,
got so I have like Civilization up to like 5 or 6 just sitting there. I've never touched the game. I played a little bit. I think it was like 2 or 3. I played it for a little while. I was like, oh, it's not bad, and then I just never came back. So I don't know.
yeah.
It
If
don't it
anyone
don't move the
watching
needle for
hasn't
me.
checked out Humble Bundle before, that shit is dope. I love
Yo,
that
the
site.
stuff you could get is
I
crazy.
dude, did you see? Did you cop the? They had a Ukraine support one.
No,
It was like 60 fucking games for like
are you joking?
$40. Yeah,
What?
that's how I got Toe Jam and Earl. That's how I found out they made a remake of it. Was I
Yo, the
got it was in
remake
that
is
and I was like, "Oh
so
shit."
fun, bro.
Yeah, so Humble Bundle highly and it all goes to charity. It's like incredibly it's such an awesome service.
And if
They've
you just want to build your library and play a lot of decent and good quality games, man, that's really hard to beat. You know.
yeah, and they don't even just have games. They have software, they have ebooks.
Yep.
They had like the other day a programming bundle for people that wanted to learn programming
Oh,
a
word.
little bit better. Like they have a lot of great stuff on there. Yeah, just
I'm
join
about
the
to check
mailing
this out.
list, anyone, and they don't spam you. They don't send like one email a day. They'll send like one or two a week with like the newest stuff and
Right, and that which is fair. You do need a reminder here and there because there's so much going on.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so let's move on. Let's talk about get on my level. Oh, you were telling me about this earlier. It's a Buffalo yearly
No, no. So
regional.
Get on My Level is a Canadian yearly tournament.
Oh, you said didn't you say it was going in Buffalo?
No, I'm saying I'm going to Buffalo. I was talking about a different tournament later, right? So next
Oh.
GOML happened this past weekend. Buffalo's tournament, Quit Your Friendlies, is happening this no
Oh,
next
quit your
weekend on
friendlies. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
got it
yeah, my
mixed
bad.
up.
I mixed them up. My bad.
No, you're
So
good.
yeah,
So
so Get on My Level is like that's some of the top dogs in the world. They come to that tournament in Toronto, and man, they rock out, man. And I will say this, Gamo was crazy hype. Like I don't even watch Melee that much. Like I've seen it, obviously for whatever reason, the Melee community don't really rock with me that heavy here, which is it's always so odd to me because I'm like, damn, everybody rock with us. Like, what is it? What is it that y'all don't want?
yeah.
Y'all don't like, but you can't please everybody. So I don't know. But even with that aside, like I still love to like watch Melee here and there, and I like to watch high level Melee. And out man, they like just the the skill level of it and like how these players play, man, it's ridiculous. And Melee is so fast. The game is just like
Yeah.
miles ahead of all the other games. So like when you do something in Melee, you have to like be thinking like a million miles a minute to execute what you're doing. So one of them was I think it was IBW, IDBW. Cody popped off against Hungry Box,
Uh-huh.
and like it was like a reverse pop off because like Hungry Box beat him, but he popped off on Hungry Box like he won. And everybody's looking like, yo, that was weird and awkward. What are you doing? Like, why are you screaming in his face like you just won? And he was like, that was my way of reverse popping off for H box. So he didn't have a chance to pop off at me. And I was like, I guess like I've never seen it like that before. But you know,
Yeah, that's a stretch.
now not that he wasn't immortalized before, but like people like know him even more now for like, oh, that's the dude who like reverse popped off on Hungry Box before Hungry Box. And you can see Hungry Box standing there like, where you really gonna do that? That's
Yeah,
what we doing.
yeah, and obviously Hungry Box came back and won, right?
Yeah, he popped off when Hungry Box won. That's the thing.
Oh,
Hungry Box
oh.
won,
I
and
thought
then
you
he
meant
popped off
reverses and
on
he
Hungry
won
Box.
the
Like,
first one and then popped off.
yeah,
He
no,
popped off when he lost.
he lost, but
Okay,
popped
that's
off. I was confused watching for a quick second. I was like, did I miss something?
yeah, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a smart move because you're never gonna forget that.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. Like people was like, "Yo, I don't know what happened." Like it was weird and awkward at first, and then I was like, "Yo, did I miss? Like, did he hit Hungry Box off the stage first?" And then like, no, Hungry Box won. He just wanted to pop off before Hungry Box could do anything or say anything. And I was like, "Okay, I guess that's the move." So I don't know, man. But it's a moment that's immortalized in the Smash community history for sure.
yeah, I'm gonna do that to Max next tournament.
I swear I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
do any
do it.
bad, bro. Let
I'm
me
gonna
know
do
because
it.
I'm gonna immediately record it and upload it to Facebook.
I'll do it. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Uh,
Yeah, but God was a really big Smash tournament, man. A lot of big names there. Like Cosmos is there. Sand went. A lot of good players from our area went. Gadget. I think Hunter went. Um, iModders went. Clibs went. Jess was there from our team. Sand and Jess went from Team AGN. Jess was a TO, so she actually helped run the tournament.
oh,
And
nice.
then she's really like she does so many dope things, man. It's awesome. And then Sand went in. I think Sand got 30. He almost made top 34, top
Nice.
32. He almost made top 32 and he lost in top 30 to the match to get into top 32. So he placed 33rd out of 740 something players, I think.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
awesome.
wild. And like he got stomped out that last match, but like it was some stuff. It's like, oh, if you just stop doing this and that, like you'll be in. Because Sand has been in top eights for a lot of ones. Like in Frostbite, Sand was the top eight for Frostbite, a tournament years ago. And like so, people know him. Like when he pops up, oh, he's the tall, quiet guy who comes
Hmm.
in and beats everybody with Ike. So it's like Sand actually has like a fan base almost, and which is so funny because like Sand's like, don't put the spotlight on me at all. I don't want that.
Yeah,
Sometimes I ask like, do you lose on purpose so you know how to be on the big stage? But I don't think that's
yeah.
true. But yeah, so a lot of team went there, man. Like it's a massive event, man. If you get a chance, go back and just watch some clips from GOML. A lot of great commentary, man. A lot of good players. The doubles was popping off. Some twin brothers won doubles. And it's just crazy, man. Like it's a great event to see, and I love watching GOML because like I remember watching GOML in my store years ago, and you could just see like a lot of our players in the community they were aspiring to get there, and they felt like, oh, this is so far away, and now to see a lot of them get there and actually place pretty well, in the top 100 out of 700 people, that's big time. So,
Yeah, and I'm bringing it up
oh,
here.
we're
Go
here,
see it.
yeah,
And
yo, so
we talked about this the other week about Steve being banned, and that was the first thing you said when I was talking about topics. And you're like, we can talk about GOML, especially because Steve
Steve won,
won,
yeah.
and and I
Technically,
think
if
this
Steve
is.
didn't win, Enderman won, but it's still Steve. But Hart pulled off a crazy combo. I don't know if it's right there or not, but like it was wild, and people went nuts about it. And I think that's it. I think that's it right there. And it was just like no, that wasn't it. It was one like it ended the match. And if
Oh,
you
okay.
click, I think it's all the way at the end. Like
I
Hart
think yeah,
miscatches
I
it.
think this is pretty close to the end, so we can just let this ride for a second.
Yeah.
Because it's first to three, right? Yeah, best of
Oh,
five.
it's grand finals, the best of five. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, first to
And
three.
I was surprised to see an ice climber player. Like Not just be
Yeah,
decent, but like be really
that's
good.
yeah. I was thinking because I remember when I would just play casually, I just remember them being incredibly hard to play
They're
and not
hard to
very
play and they
good.
felt booty. Like it
But
didn't
I
feel
didn't
like
know if
anything
that
was good.
changed. But apparently not. Apparently this guy got to finals with low tier.
Yeah, low tier because
So
like
Steve can turn
nobody
into
plays Ezreal.
Enderman whenever,
Yeah,
or is that like a
no,
skin?
that's a skin. That's a skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see, man. Like this ice climbers was like, yo. The only thing that's tough is like when you separate them. That's how you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That's how
yeah.
you give them L's out. And then just boom, like you could just see like everybody's like, oh crap, it's over. Heart's about to get bodied.
Oh, did he get the diamond pick?
Hmm.
Oh, yep, he did. So, is there backlash now even more? Like, have you
Um,
seen anything about
here's
people like
here's the thing.
getting?
Here's the thing that's tough because people was like, Steve was in the finals, but like Ice Climbers was way Ice Climber player was way closer to beating Steve than should have happened. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So people was like, okay, Steve
He
is
is
busted.
beatable,
Steve is
but he's
busted,
just
but
super
man,
tough.
like that shouldn't have happened like that. So was that the end? Okay, so it was before that then. So because Hart did like a combo and just like jumped right into it and then like hit an up B on top of the stage. It's just like literally went from like 20% to like dead and killed the Steve player like that. It's one of the biggest clips. Like where's that? It was like in my feed literally for like the rest of the day.
It was in the finals though.
Yeah.
We got a minute. We only got like one or two more things to talk about.
Ife. I put Ife instead of
I mean,
Ice.
it's got to be probably the match he won, right?
Yeah.
Because he only won one, so that should be easy to find.
Come on, cut it out. There we go.
Damn, how long was this match?
It was crazy. Oh, come on.
All right, he won the first one.
If you play Steve, you better. Almost killing with that and only 100%. It's going to chase down after the minecart. Oh, and the dash attack. Wow, still not
And
doing
people
it.
looking like, it's Ice Climbers. How did you even get to the finals?
Oh, what do you do? How do you get
Climbers is actually absolutely low tier.
With
I don't know what that was
without
right there.
when you lose one of your climbers, is it even possible to do shit like well
It
at
is. It's
all?
just not well though. Like you're severely hampered once.
It's kind of like a
Uh,
let me see if I can get a couple percent
that's
on
all.
him before he kills
Right.
me.
Something cheap before I get my partner back.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I don't remember when the partner comes back. I don't remember when
Oh
she
yeah, I was gonna ask that.
comes
Is it a
back.
timing? Is it a time
I think
thing?
it's a timing thing. Like when you knock off Luma.
Because I feel like I
But
saw it in the last round that we watched. He
people
lost
don't.
one of his partners, and then I didn't see him die, but he all of a sudden had his partner back.
Yeah, I think they pop back after a certain time. But some people die so fast after losing a partner because like you're literally gimped after that.
Yeah.
So I think it was coming. Yeah, it's getting closer here. Like it was that set was crazy though. So I don't know. People are screaming for Steve to get nerfed or like ban Steve from tournaments. I don't want to see anybody get banned. I don't.
I agree,
Um,
but this does not help.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Because a lot of people's
So
arguments were, well, he hasn't won a big tournament yet,
right, like
and
Steve.
there
And
was
it's the thing too.
700
Like
people here,
right, Steve
and not
Steve. It's,
16 like the last time people were freaking out. That's quite a bit more.
to be fair, Steve players aren't they're not winning every tournament though. You know what I'm saying? Like even here locally, like Sand has won a handful, iModers has won a handful. Um, so we've had players who are not Steve at all win tournaments on a consistent basis. So it's not like it's just that Steve is a lot to handle and very difficult and has a lot of good tools to work with when you're playing against him. So it's like, man, you can cover this ground, you can cover that, you can stop me from doing this, you can build here, you can do a whole bunch of stuff that I don't if I'm not careful, I can't cover that. Or if I'm panicking, you could just catch me in so many different ways. So that mine card is annoying, man.
Now, If Steve dies, okay, he does. He loses.
Watch
Oh,
this.
but he can
Boom.
remake it?
Spin. Come here. Got him.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking
That was wild.
sexy. That
Zero to
was
death,
dope.
bro. That was 0 to death.
That
They
was
looking like,
dope.
yo, what was that just now?
Let's rewind
Did you see how
that.
the
I gotta
place
see that
rewind? Like,
again.
yo, the place went nuts when it happened too.
Spin. Spin.
Got him. Come up here. Come up here one more time. Huh? Hold that.
Yeah, that's fucking. That was
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah. It was wild, man. And people like look at the crowd. They was going like the whole
Yeah.
place erupted when it happened, man. Because
And
everybody
that
was
was
watching
for
that
the
match.
match too. That
Yeah,
wasn't just
yeah.
a
So
stock. That was for
you
the match.
sauced it, right? You sauced it to end it. Like that's how you dream of it when you playing and practicing, you know. When you beating on
Yeah.
scrubs and your locals. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's just
And then
it's just a really big tournament, man. A lot of smashers there, and you know, it's just I think it was like 1,500 people there total that had that were counted as attendees. Um, and because a lot of melee was there too, so just the ultimate bracket was 700 and something people, and I think melee came with like another 500 or something like that. So
yeah,
Renee
that's
ran right
dope.
with Vader there. Just a lot of good stuff, man.
Man, it's still unbelievable to me the numbers that Smash pulls. Like
Oh
it's just
man,
ridiculous.
if I it's so weird because I'm like when I first opened my store, I just swore up and down like Call of Duty and Madden and 2K were going to be like my big pulls. So I'm like, okay, like
Uh
I didn't even know what the fighting game community was 10 years ago, right? And then like they came around and I was like, yo, y'all they fill my store up pretty often. This is pretty cool.
yeah.
And it like just not just like not just number wise and all that, just like the passion and how excited people are and how much they love to play these games. Um, and then I was like, yo, it's Smash is really like the biggest tournament I had in my store when I realized like, yo, I might have to move to a bigger store. Is that summertime? I think it was like either June or July. And it was like it was so hot in the store because we had like 40 people in a 700 square foot place. It was not fire safe at all. And people just rotating in and out of the store, and people were actually walking outside on a summer day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to cool off. That's how hot it
Yeah.
was. And I was like, this is terrible. I had ACs bumping, and I had a makeshift AC that I made out of styrofoam on top of the two ACs I had blown already. But I put a bag of ice in.
I was
It
gonna
just
say
was
with
so
a fan blowing over
yo,
the ice.
for real.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was just like, and it was pumping for a minute, but it was just too hot, man. It was too
yeah.
hot, and I would have had to buy a bag of ice like every 13 minutes. So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
we're gonna do the best we can, yo. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And now
But
you're
it's just
stuck
crazy.
with us,
Smash does
so
right. Smash does crazy. You know what I'm hoping though? Like I'm still, and I'm not just. I think it's gonna be really, really good for the FGC in general. Like Street Fighter Six. I really hope Street Fighter Six is like that one game everybody's like, okay, even if I'm not good at it, I like this game enough to keep playing it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
It's got a solid chance. It looks
yeah,
dope.
yeah, it
And
looks
I'm not
good.
even
Look,
a
and
big
it looks
Street
like it's
Fighter fan,
friendly for
but
everybody too. Like that's the biggest thing. Like I don't feel like I'm intimidated to get into it. That's always a big thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if that, what'll help too is if that story mode, where it's kind of open world, you run around,
Yeah.
if that's fun, that's gonna bring a lot of people in.
I would not be surprised because like developers and gamers they watch other stuff and see what's successful. The one
Yep.
thing I'm worried about is like they're using at like how 2K and Madden do their like well not 2K Madden but 2K specifically, NBA 2K like they have like the NBA Street and stuff like that, and like you could just go out there and then hardwood and blacktop and all that,
Yep.
but you end up buying because you'll kind of compete with everybody else to have the flyest gear and stuff like that, kind of like on some high school stuff. And you like, oh, I got these sneakers, I got this setup and all that, and the DL, how much money you end up spending on VC, which is money for DLC.
Hmm.
It's kind of crazy sometimes. So I'm a little wary of that. But if Street Fighter Six can find a way to like okay, I wander over into your area and we could just kind of play each other online, or we could kind of set up arenas where we all hanging out and we could just like walk up to each other and play each other like that or fight each other. I think something like that would be really dope.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they got time. They got to figure out what they want to do and how they want to add it.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously gonna be like a make your own character scenario for the
It
story.
gotta be. It gotta be.
And if you can fight other people's custom characters online, I don't know if I
Yep.
would do that because I feel like I'd want to play to where I'm getting better to play at,
Right.
our
Right.
local.
Right.
But I think a lot of people would be completely down with that.
You
Dragon
gotta
Ball
think.
Z Final Bout, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout had that.
Did
You
it?
could like, yep, you could. it had like a create your own character mode, and you like
That's
leveled
dope,
up,
man.
and then you could play it against other custom characters.
SoCal 6 does it too. All the Soul Calibers do it, like create your own character. It's just though I think something happens where you can have like a big body move set but a small character, so it kind of makes the moves broken. So that's why they don't allow like
Yeah.
customs in the game. Yeah, they don't allow customs in the game, stuff like that. So but
So you can
if
have
they
a dude
allow
looking like Nightmare but playing like Talum.
right,
Yeah.
which is which is crazy when you
which
think about it.
which sounds mad frustrating unless I was the person, because that sounds mad fun. Like
If
yeah.
if I'm the one hitting you, yeah, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's SoCal has always been big on that. And then so I don't know. I think it is gonna be opportunity to play against custom, even if it's just like you playing against somebody, but you have custom skins or whatever. I think they definitely gonna take that to the bank and run with it. But I would not be surprised. Do you right if they allow people to just like have their custom move sets, custom whatevers, and uh like it doesn't count towards ranked or anything like that, but you could just kind of play online with your customs and have fun with it,
Yeah.
see if you can break the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, you were talking about sports games. You were just telling me that Michael Jordan's going to be on the, and we don't have to
2K20.
talk about this long, but
Yeah.
it's going to be on the 2K23 cover.
So did you play 2K11?
No, I haven't played a basketball game since NBA Jam.
Okay, that's fair.
but
So
that's only
that's a good
because I
one to end
played
off
NBA
on.
Jam like a year ago. So,
Right. That's a good
but
one to end off
I
on.
didn't really play any of the mainstream basketball games.
So Jordan's gonna be an athlete, and what they're doing is they're recreating what he did for 2011. Like, cause when 2011 came out, it was a big deal about Mike and career mode and stuff like that. And so they did like I think it was like 11 scenarios or something like that, or 15 scenarios of Mike's greatest um moments in his career, and you replay them. So you got to dunk on Pat a
Ah,
certain way. You got to drop 69 against the Celtics. You got to drop 63 in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? No,
you got to go
63
lick a
against the
railing in
Celtics.
real life and get the flu, and
Right,
then play
right.
that.
You got to go to Vegas and get Dennis Rodman to come play. No, so but I think yeah, you got to drop 69 against the Cavs in the regular season. Then you got to hit 6 threes in Portland. Yup, that's another one. I think you got to show up Kobe, right? You got to hoop against Kobe. You got to dunk on Mutombo. It's just a bunch of things you got to do, man. And one
Yeah,
of them is
that's
drop
dope.
63 in the Garden against Bird, and Celtics, and all of them. So that's
You dropped
it's gonna be fun.
63 against Bird?
Yeah, they got swept that series though. They lost 0-3. He was balling, but they wasn't good enough to beat the Celtics. But yeah, so they kind of recreating what 2011 was, but obviously 2023 Michael Jordan 23, so 2K23. So they're going hard with it. But um, the fact that you can pre-order the championship edition pretty soon is wow, and I think it drops
They,
September now. Yeah, we just
I was
talked about
gonna
that
say
how
they
it drops
drop it like
September
right
3rd.
before the season starts, right? That's
No, it
usually
used to drop in October. Now it drops in September.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just like Madden. Madden used to drop in September. Now that should drop like what? Early August. Mid August, I'm sorry. August 19th.
And it's a
So yeah,
dumb
it's gonna be interesting.
question, but Kobe was on the cover last year, right?
Last year, no.
They didn't
Last
put
year,
Kobe on the cover last year.
no. Kobe was on the cover. I think Kobe was on like the Legacy edition.
Okay, okay.
They had
I was gonna say
Luka
there's no
Doncic
way I believe they
on the
wouldn't put him on a cover.
they had Luka on the cover last year.
All right, but he was on the Legacy Edition.
I want to say yes, but let me not lie to you, man.
I'll Google
I
it
want
right
to make
now.
sure I get it right.
2K21.
Yep,
Oh, wait, did he pass away 2 years ago?
22. Yeah, 21. There you go. Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
Cole been gone. So you're right.
I
So yeah,
thought I didn't think it was that long ago.
yeah. 22. Yeah, it was Luca. So the right there, right next to the Kobe one.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
making sure the year that he passed, they put him on the cover, which
So actually, one of my favorite things about the Kobe thing was 2K10 because 2K10 was the first year they introduced the My Career mode, and I loved the My Career mode, bro. Like
uh-huh.
that was I played that ad nauseum. I played through whole seasons, and it's 82 games.
Yeah.
So the fact that I played through 82 games multiple times tells you how dope that mode was, and it just got better and better as years went on, and then it kind of, you run out of creative things to do, and it turns into this. Now it's more online and all that. But 2K10 was fire, man. I remember that one specifically.
Yeah, the only game I played career mode on, like you in Madden, you play a season, but that isn't too
Yeah,
crazy. If
and
you get
Superstar
lazy,
mode
you
was cool.
simulate like 2 or 3 games. You know, when you're like 8-0, you're like, I could take a couple losses if I need to just to make the playoffs.
Right,
But I
get there
played
quicker.
the show and I got through like, I think I only made it like 16, 17 games, and I was like, yo, this is fucking exhausting, and I'm just sitting on my ass eating Cheetos while I do it. Like playing a game in real life, like
Yeah,
playing 162 games, like, and
gotta
actually
be
having to
loud.
do shit. I'm like, I can't even play this many games sitting on my ass, like not having to do anything. Like,
And they
put it
and they
as
run
fun.
back to backs.
Yeah, double
So like,
headers.
yeah, so they do double headers. Like just like
Yep.
I don't know why I was scrolling on your screen like it's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense to have the Jordan edition this year because 2013. I mean, 2023. So,
Yeah.
me, I'm not the biggest Jordan guy, but I still, I love a good quality game. As long as they can give me good quality, I'm cool with it. So
Yeah, you don't have to like Jordan, you just have to respect him.
that's
If you
all.
don't respect him, then I mean, you just don't watch basketball or
No,
ever watch basketball. So
right? You
that's
just
all it is.
don't you
Like
don't want to like Michael.
I'm not huge on LeBron, but
Yeah,
I definitely respect him
right,
and I don't mind him. But
right. I'm a Brown
he's
guy,
definitely
so
one
like,
of the greatest players ever, and he's definitely in the top three. You
yeah.
could make an argument for other stuff, but he's definitely in the top three. So
Well, he about to be the leading scorer. If he can stay healthy enough next year, he's gonna be the all-time NBA leading scorer. So that
yeah, and
helps.
next year might be his last year. People are saying he wants to play with Bronny really
Yeah,
bad.
I don't know. Bronny got to make it to the league.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gotta. I I feel like if the options were I'll stay and play another year for you guys
If you sign my
if you
son,
sign my son,
yeah,
I feel like they might do it. Like
and
they
that's a
might
good
have to.
storyline all year long, pretty much. You know, what I'm saying father son, all that good stuff. That's good for
Yeah.
highlights. That's good for NBA history and NBA lore and all that. So
You
I wouldn't mind.
you see him ground him on the sideline.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
no TV for a week. Like you
No
missed that
TV
free
for a
throw.
week.
You are staying home.
That's rough.
You
That's
know.
rough. I wouldn't want my dad to ground me out loud like that. Like, come on, dad, wait till we get home. Dang, my girlfriend watching.
All right, I think the last thing we got to talk about is I'm kind of curious about this you're saying the Final Fantasy 14 thing that happened. Talk a little bit
Oh,
about that.
so you know how there's like with 14, oh, sorry. So with 14, there was this thing where like if I wanted to play with you, if we weren't on the same server, I would need it. Like I think Jeremiah used a special item or something to travel to our world, and so it was like this is kind of cumbersome. Like we got to find a smoother way to do this. So what they did was they opened up servers to so people can like jump to world to world. So if I wanted to play with you, I just jump in your world and I could do missions with you and stuff like that with no problem. So they opened it up to do that, and then like literally they had to shut it down almost immediately because so many people were using the feature to go to somebody else's world. So it's like I finally after all this time can jump in my buddy's world with no issues, and boom, just like that Final Fantasy, like yo, what are y'all doing? Like this is crazy. We wanted y'all to use it, but not to the point where y'all crashing the servers.
Yeah.
Relax. So it's down right now, and like that,
Okay, so
yeah,
they're saying they're planning on bringing it back.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I
They just
wasn't sure
gotta
if they just axed it. They're like,
no, they
"Whoops,
gotta
this
they
ain't
gotta
going to work."
they got to figure out how to better implement it. I thought they knew it would be a good reception. I didn't think they thought it was going to be that good a reception. So
Yeah.
it's a good problem to have though to say like yo this was so popular we had to shut it down because so many people want to use it. That always sounds better than like oh we scrapped it because nobody touched it. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're probably like, "Pff, we'll be fine. The people that play our game don't have friends."
Right. Right.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
No, I'm just fucking around. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad they're gonna try and bring it back though. At first, when you said
It's
it, I
worth it.
thought they literally were like, "Nope, this ain't gonna work," and they just took it away. But I guess
Yeah.
now it just depends on how long it takes them to figure it out. So
Yeah, it's a lot of people doing it. I think they're gonna bring it back and let people trickle in and out a little bit better, and then just have more people ready to handle the load that comes with it. So but it's dope though. I have it. It made me just the news made me want to jump on and play 14 a little bit more. I every night I'll jump in, cast some spells, do a couple missions, and then jump out. But just to keep my skills a little bit sharp. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't have a friend group that I like grind with consistently. I think when the story opens and like I have times like this on some slow days, I'll probably be on 14.
Yeah,
With the crew or whatever, and we can all just rock out the store there. So we'll see.
that'd be dope.
I look forward to it.
All
Yeah,
right,
man,
well
that was it, man.
we're coming up on an hour. You wanted to give a shout out, talk about a little upstate uproar.
Yo, real quick. Good look, D, because I forgot that fast. Shout out to all 88 people who are pre-registered so far. So like, we are 3 months away, and we already have 88 people who are pre-registered for the tournament. Out of the 88, I think like 58 of them are Smash players. So FGC got to step up a little bit. The traditional side, I think MK. I think we got like 13 for Strive, 7 for Tekken, 9 for MK. No, 9 for Street Fighter, 7 for MK, 7 for Tekken, couple Soul Calibur, 3 Soul Calibers, 5 Naruto, um, 3 players registered for Grand Blue Versus. So it's a decent amount right now. But I also know a lot of Buffalo is still missing because they're focused on Quit Your Friendlies, which is next weekend. That's their regional, um, and so they're focused on that. And then I think once that's over, they'll jump in and register. But shout out to all 88, man. I'm literally gonna make a post after we're done, thanking everybody who's jumped in so far. Like I expected like 250 to 300 players, and we're already a third of the way there with 3 months left, for people to register. And then on top of that, it's gonna be like a bunch of casual stuff there to do too. We got a live band and all and playing and all that, so it's gonna be a dope time, and it's exciting to see that 88 people are already ready to they're ready to do this
Yeah,
thing.
no,
So
that's dope.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's good.
yeah, yeah. And I think the stride bracket is gonna be pretty robust by the time we get to it, so that's cool too.
Yeah, cool.
That's it, man.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. You good?
I'm good. It's a lot.
All
I
right.
think we talked a
Um,
lot. I did.
yeah. I mean, we had an hour and 2 minutes, and that is with the like the problems we're having. So that's about where we want to be at.
I
Um,
respect it.
this will be up. I swear I'll put this up Thursday. I just put the last one up today,
Did you?
like 2 hours. It's like 2 hours before we started this.
You're bummed, dude. You're
Hey, dude,
bummed.
it got to Friday, and
I get it.
I was telling
I
my
get it.
girlfriend, I was like, before you go to bed, remind me to upload the thing. And then it got one of those things where I'd wake up and be like, fuck, I gotta upload the episode, and then I'd have to do something else for
Busy.
like work, and then I'd forget, and then the next morning, fuck, I gotta do it again. Like, and
Life happens, man.
it
I
went all the
understand.
way till fucking Tuesday. So
Just
that's
hey,
my
like I
bad,
said,
but I will put it up earlier
hit
this
me when
time.
it's
So
live, and I'll make sure I share it every time, man. So
yeah, yep. So last week's is up as of like 3 hours ago when I made it public.
bet I got it.
So anyone that hasn't seen it, check that one out. It's a good one. All right, we will be back next Tuesday around 5 p.m. Uh, it'll probably be actually closer to 5 because I think we figured this shit out.
Yeah,
I think
I hope so.
changing the Skype microphone, but whatever. I think I figured it out. So we shouldn't have 15 minutes
Jesse
trying to
is
figure out
smart.
the
He's
nonsense.
really smart. Okay,
Yeah,
he
I'm
got
sexy because of my big brain.
it.
But yeah, we will see you guys next Tuesday. We love you. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely.